Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing a different video. Today I'll be doing a tier list. Hopefully you can see you can definitely see it, but I'll be doing a tier list video of upcoming Kaiju games that I'm decently excited for. I will not be counting things like Kaiju Risen 5.0 because that's a game that already technically exists in 4.0, but like something like that I'm not going to count because no. And I'm not going to count games that are in beta like Kaiju Alpha because you can play them. These are games that have not been released and are in development. But I will count Titan Genesis because technically, although you can play it, it is in heavy development. So I'm counting it because it hasn't even had combat added yet. That's my rules. Sorry if you don't like them. Dai Kaiju Warzone is the first thing we're gonna be rating, and today I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't heard much about this. I have seen like a few teasers for it in like a Dino Roast video here and there, but I have not really had much to go off of. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not hyped for it. I mean, I'm not really hyped. I'm hyped for any game that comes out because I think it's cool to see something new every once in a while because it looks different, and hopefully it is. Hopefully it will be. Hopefully it will exceed my expectations, because if it doesn't, that sucks for me, but or sucks for us. But I have no expectations, so I don't know. I don't really have much to say. Kaiju Adventures, a game that I would put in can't wait for a while ago. I'll put this in mildly excited because the beta, well, the open beta, they originally fully released the game, and then it became beta, and then they closed the game. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't impressed the last time I played it. The combat didn't really work, and a lot of the animations were iffy. Uh, I the one thing I'm not excited for in this game that I am actually I'm gonna start with the positive. The thing I am excited for in this game is like Godzilla 2021 because I think that model looks really cool and well unique from a lot of the other games. But something I'm not excited for is the bosses. The bosses I think are I hope they make them work, but I don't know if they can because typically the only boss fight I've ever really liked in a kaiju game was the red boss battle. I mean, the Krampus boss battle in Kaiju Risen was fine, but it wasn't really that fun. I didn't think it was spectacular. I just think that they could definitely do better. I hope they do better with this game, but with the fact that in the beta they had one of the bosses and you couldn't even select it, um, I don't know, man. I'm kind of iffy on this one. Uh, Next game is Kaiju Infraredus. I'm pretty sure this is gotta be Kaiju Infraredus. I'm gonna make sure I am getting the name right though. So let me check real quickly. Sorry for the 5-second wait that you're gonna have to deal with. Was I correct? Was I correct? Was I correct? Yes, I was. Kaiju Infraredus. It looks like it is. Yep. See, I remember names. I remember names. Kaiju and Fries. Yeah, I would put that in my league. Actually, I'd put that a little bit above Kaiju Adventures, purely because I think I just have. I was never can't wait for Kaiju and Fries, but I am excited for the game. I think it's going to be a big. I honestly think it's going to be a big game. I hope it is because it looks cool. From what I've seen of it, at least, the teasers have all looked at least good, great even in some cases. I don't really have any complaints about this game. I mean, I haven't seen much about it, but everything I have seen has looked really good. And here come the big three. Kaiju Mayhem easily goes into basically A tier. I can wait, but I am really, really excited for this game. Kaiju Mayhem, I've been following the longest out of all these games, and I cannot wait for it to be released. because it has something that I think, well, it looks promising, and it has actual. I think I don't know how to describe it. I don't think it's gonna be like a Kaiju Adventure situation where when it releases, it's really buggy. So there's that. I think that when this releases, it's going to feel very finished because they're planning on adding a lot of Kaiju too, which is something I'm excited for because that's something I realize a lot of games struggle with is how little Kaiju they usually have or how many. Because like in the case of Project Kaiju, the only issue I have with that game is that you only have like 8 Kaiju to choose from. Uh, but that's really the only issue I have with that game. I got off topic. um, yeah, I've been following that game for a while. It's very close to being in. Can't wait. It probably will be in like a couple of weeks because I'm antsy for that game. I want it, but I saved can't wait for the two big ones here. First off, Pacific Frontiers. Fun fact: I was the very first person to boost their server on Discord. Yeah, that was me, and I cannot say you probably can't tell why. Yeah, I'm unbelievably excited for this game. This game, actually, I would say, is a really close contender for my most hyped up game. If I weren't a huge Godzilla fan, if I weren't as huge of a Godzilla fan, this would be my most hyped by far. Even though the testing release and it was kind of weird, I am still extremely excited because it looks so promising. The only thing I can complain about that was in there was how the movement was kind of weird, where you couldn't use like well, not control lock. You know, you can right click and then move around normally. In Roblox games, you couldn't do that. You had to actually use WASD. Like that was all you could use to actually turn stuff. But I am it looks very unique, and I'm actually excited, happy that there's a kaiju game coming out that isn't just Godzilla, because that is the main draw of this game. I'm pretty sure. I think because every kaiju game on Roblox that I can think of right now, besides Kaiju Paradise, because it's a furry game, is based around Godzilla. Every single one, and it's really cool to see this game getting the recognition it deserves and the fact that it looks so promising. And to probably nobody's surprised, my most hyped game is Titan Genesis. Was this even a question? I mean, this game I've been following since I think since like March something, right before it released its testing version. Before like when only Heisei was in the game. Now it's Heisei, Mecha, Godzilla 2014, and Meyer Godzilla. This game looks so promising, and the fact that it feels so close to being finished. Whenever I log on to it, I feel like it's nearly done. It feels like an almost complete game. It's weird. The only thing it really has to add, in my opinion, just for the time being, is combat. But they're still working on that. I don't know how long they're going to be working on that for. That's been a while. But the models are top notch, arguably some of the best in Roblox, rivaling every game I've seen here. Like Pacific Frontiers, I could say it had amazing models. But Titan Genesis with its Heisei Godzilla model, I think that's easily the best Heisei Godzilla on Roblox currently. I cannot think of another game that is as has so much effort put into it already. I cannot describe how excited I am for this game. Um, but yeah, that's my tier list. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.